guys, it's Chowmaster here. Today, I'm doing a weekly blaze. Now, I just want to say first up, I know the title says new camera. Do not worry, this is not my new camera. The new camera has not come in yet. I'm not going to record too much tonight because I don't want the whole video, well, half the video to be me with this camera. Obviously, I want most of this video to be my new camera. It's only about 3:21 a.m. My new camera should be coming tomorrow. Well, I guess technically later today, so that's cool. It is Tuesday right now, so a bit of a late start this week, but that's because I wanted to have most of this video just be with the new camera. And I just recorded the last full video with that camera, which is a Baku Tech review on Bone Skulls. That's the last review. That's the last video, well, full video I'm doing with that camera, so that's pretty crazy. And then I think the last video, well, full video that will be released using that camera is going to be my Judgment Joker unboxing, which I did about a week ago, except it's still not uploaded yet because just how the unboxing rotation works. And then there's the big announcement video, which will be on Friday, and Friday's video will be that's like the last time I will be using the camera is tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last time I'm using the camera, because on Friday I'll come out with the announcement video like, hey, I got a new camera, that's cool. So once that drops, I will be no longer using this camera. This is, like, this camera, like, after this use for Weekly Blaze, it'll only be used one more time, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens with it, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't believe that we're already to this point where I'm not gonna, like, this camera, here's the thing, I've had this camera for so long though, and I should also mention, this is actually the last video, the one you're watching right now, this Weekly Blaze, this is the last released video with this camera. After this video, like, that's it. This camera is done and retired, because chronologically for me, it's not done until tomorrow, but like, because this video won't be up till at least like Sunday, that's it. Like, by that point, like, this clip right now is the last time I'm ever using this camera, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, I got this camera back in March 2013. I was literally 12 and in 6th grade, and now I'm 18, and I've recently finished high school. Like, what? That's something, isn't it? Like, it's pretty crazy, just how long I've had this camera, just thinking about it. And now I'm about to not have it anymore. Well, yeah, actually I won't have it because I know my dad said he wanted it, so like, yeah, I might not actually have this camera anymore, like, legit, so that's actually a little bit crazy, but new camera's coming. Hopefully it works fine. It is a Canon SL3. I'll probably fuck around with the settings a little bit just to make sure it's all good and well. I don't want to have it messed up. Like, I don't know what the settings are when it gets here, so when I unbox it, I will probably mess around with it a little bit, and yeah, we'll do that. And I think probably tomorrow's video, when I make it, well, I guess Friday's video, that's already out by now, by the time this video's out, so I don't know why I'm referring to it in future tense, but that video, the settings might be a little whack on it. I'll make sure they're not terrible, but like, they might not be perfect. I'll obviously be recording more Weekly Blaze tomorrow night with that, because I really also want to test the nighttime, like, how well does it do at night. Hopefully better than this camera. If it does, perfect. If it doesn't, well, I hope it's at least, I don't know. If it doesn't do better at night, that's actually really sad, but I'm certain it will. Even if it's just a little better, maybe if it's just like a little bit, yeah, the colors look a little more vibrant, just ever so slightly more vibrant. And if the stupid, like, fuzz, like, it's like, I feel like there's just, like, fuzz on the camera. Like, it just looks, it looks like a little bit of static at nighttime. If the static went away, and if the lighting looked a little better, it would just be, I mean, the fuzz, like, the static went away, and, like, the colors were just a little bit more vibrant. I think that'd be actually perfectly fine, but hopefully it's even better than that, but I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I know during daytime the camera looks really good, so there is that, which is nice. So, yes. So anyway, besides that though, what else have we got? But yeah. That's just probably like the only thing I wanted to talk about is the camera, because it's kind of a big deal, so I'm like really, really hyped up for it to be here. Like, when I wake up tomorrow, the camera should be here, and that's pretty crazy. But yeah, so what I'm gonna go do is I need to go change some of the upload dates on some stuff, because I know if I don't, I think the Judgment Joker unboxing is slated to release on Saturday, which I don't want to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go probably upload that box check review today alongside an unboxing, and then tomorrow I will move an unboxing forward, and my upload schedule's been a little bit off, so I'll just throw up an unboxing tomorrow, and also the last week's Weekly Blaze, because that has not come out yet, so I'll have to throw both of those up tomorrow. And Thursday I will have up the Judgment Joker unboxing, and then after that, once we get to Friday, obviously new camera, and then Saturday, I won't have any videos up on Saturday, and then Sunday will be this video, and then we'll just reset after that, because like the past couple weeks have been a little bit off, unfortunately. But hey, everything will be all good. I get my new camera tomorrow, which is really hype, and I'm excited for it. But yeah, anyways, that's really all I want to say. I don't want to be here too long today. I just wanted to talk for 10 or so minutes and just be like, hey, new camera's coming. So after this clip, new camera. So yeah, well, as for Weekly Blaze, I started with this camera, and well, I guess that's finally changing, so I guess next time, the next clip I see you, which for you guys will be in like 5 seconds, well not 5 seconds, but less than a minute, you know, it'll be a new camera, so, well, I'll see you with a new and improved visual and hopefully audio setup. Alright, it is now Thursday, it's 11:57, or well, now 11:58 p.m. So yeah, this is the new camera. I will say the lighting, I have not worked everything out, so I apologize if the lighting looks a little bit off, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. Let me actually close this door really quick here, but this is our new camera. Again, I apologize that the lighting's off. But yeah, as you can see, we are recording now in 60 frames per second. The visuals themselves look so much better. Yeah, you don't know how happy I am to just have something that looks nice. I tested the audio. The audio seems to be fine. I will probably buy a mic soon. The audio kind of reminds me of when I first got my other camera, when it was like not terrible yet. And my cat, she's just making noises down there. Don't mind her. There's like this little string that she likes to mess with. But yeah. I'd say this camera overall, there's just so many good things I could say about, like, obviously, like the visuals, it just looks so much better. The audio sounds a lot better. It's better than the camera, my other camera when I first got it. It reminds me of that because it's like a little bit of white noise, but it's nothing terrible. I could probably take that off if I really wanted to, but it's fine enough for now until I get a mic. The audio's better, the video's better. I can actually exchange stuff on it. So like I just mentioned, I can get a mic for it, and I can also change the lens if I want to, which is all good and cool. Other things that I could do, like there's just so many things on this camera that I can do now that I was not previously able to do. There's only 2 real downgrades that I could think of to this camera. There's like really not many. Well, actually, I could say maybe 4 downgrades. First up, the menus are a bit confusing compared to the previous one. Like, they're not confusing. It's just like there's a lot more stuff to deal with, I guess you could say. I have yet to find some of the things on there. I think my cat needs to go into this room. No, do you need to, cat? I don't. Do you want the cat? Are you gonna go? You're not gonna go? Okay, you're going. Cool. That's actually good. Menus are becoming more confusing. I'm sure I'll figure them out pretty quickly, but like just for now, a little bit unfortunate, I guess. The other thing is that it doesn't come with a charger. I can recharge the batteries, but like I don't know. It's just like it's so much easier for me to just record with a charger on it. So like I don't have to worry about recharging the battery. Like, oh, I'm gonna record. Oh, I'm out of battery. Gotta wait to recharge it before I'm just able to like plug it in. I'm sure I could buy a charger for this separately. If I could do that, I'll do it. That'll be helpful. And yeah, that'll definitely be a good thing to have. Now those two things that I just mentioned are fixable. That's why I kind of at first I just said two things. But I decided to mention those because they are kind of unfortunate, but I'm sure I can fix them. Well, obviously, just figuring out the menus will be pretty quick, I'm sure. I can buy a separate charger, but like, the only two things that I don't like about this camera are the tripod thing. Like the bottom, like there's usually like the hole for the tripod, and there's usually a second one, like a second little hole that like most tripods, like the one I have down here. Let me actually, I don't feel like getting that. And that's under. That's like everything just coagulated by it. But like the second little part, you can't put it anywhere, so it kind of has to stick out by where the little screen goes in, and like that kind of sucks because then you can't leave it on there. Because my favorite thing about cameras and tripods is that you just leave the little part on there and you just kind of snap it into the tripod every time. It's just a lot easier to deal with. This one you can't. The only other thing is that there's no strap to hold it on. This one was nice because I'm holding my right hand, but like my right hand, I could just literally put this thing, my hand in this strap and just hold it. I didn't even have to hold it that much. I could just kind of leave my hand. It was really comfortable. This one I can't. There's like a little bit of a handle type of thing on it. Let me try and show you this without getting myself in the shot. Like there's a little spot where I could hold it at the very least, but like it's not as good as the strap. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine. It's viable. I just don't know if Weekly Blazes will be as normal. I don't think it's going to be a problem for me to just hold it the entire time. But compared to what it was before, if I'm being honest, it's not as comfortable. It's not difficult. It's just not preferable. I'd say it's probably my biggest problem with it is going to be Weekly Blazes, but that's really not that big of a deal. Worst comes to worst, I will end up just setting the camera down and talking. It's not really that big of a deal. So yeah. But overall, like I gotta say, I like this camera a lot more. Also, the little kit it came with a 64 GB SD card, which gives me like over 2 hours to film a Weekly Blaze on, which is really nice. Because now I don't really have to worry about Weekly Blazes being all issues and stuff like running out of time. No, but I have like over 2 hours. Because I was kind of worried if I didn't have this card, I'd probably with the 16 GB, I'd only have about a half an hour to record because there's more time taken up by this SD card than the other one. So yeah, and then if I use the 8 GB, I'd be getting like 15 minutes out of that. Which, funny enough, I was using the 8 GB before. Honestly, the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure I could have messed with some settings on my other camera, and it probably could have looked a lot better. And I'm sure the audio I could have fixed. That was dumb. I don't know why I didn't try and do. I think maybe actually no. I think I did try and do that. Maybe it was just the audio was just messed up. But this thing, hey, we have it now. It's a lot better. I really gotta say, like it looks so nice. Like, just let me grab like a Beyblade here. How bad is the red on this thing? I have to check. In this specific lighting. Oh boy. Let me macro. Okay. You know, the red doesn't actually look that bad in this lighting. I still do want to figure out some white balance stuff with it though. If it has white balance, I should say. But, yeah. Also, manual focus. It's kind of a trade-off. Like, it's a double-edged sword. Because obviously, I want the macro. I mean, there is autofocus, which I guess autofocus and manual focus, just in general, they're kind of like, it's a double-edged sword. Because if you use autofocus, it's like, it's convenient, but the problem is trying to autofocus sometimes is it just annoying. Sometimes it just, you pull something off the camera, it works perfectly. It's amazing. Other times it's not so amazing, and it takes like a half an hour, and you just keep trying to get to focus, and it just does not. With this though, it should be a lot better. Definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully it works better. Yeah, it should. The only bad part is I will have to manually focus it every time, but I don't think that should be too much of a problem. I don't really see that being an issue for me. Yeah. overall, it's really nice. I gotta say, like, very little complaints. I gave my complaints earlier, but in comparison, like I gotta say, this is definitely a much better idea than the other camera was. I just like it a lot more. Honestly, I'm sure if I really wanted to rig something up with a strap or even with a tripod, I probably could. I'm sure with the tripod, I could literally just like solder out. Like, I probably do something with that other part. I could probably take it out if I like did a little bit of work on it. The tripod might look kind of bad after that, but I'm sure I could figure something out. Also, let me see. This is probably one of the most useful things I got, and it actually would work. This is a little tripod, mini tripod here, and you can see the 60 frames per second. It looks so good. I'm just moving my hand around because it's 60 frames per second now. It looks amazing. But yeah, I could do a lot of things now. It's pretty great. But like that little tripod will work. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting a little table, like I don't know, maybe like a 4x4 table, and putting it in my closet. But when I want to use it, just putting it out here. And then from here, what I'll do is just pull up my chair that's just chilling there. I'll pull up the chair, and I can maybe review stuff. I use that tripod for it. It might actually work, so that way I don't have to use the bed. Also, I made a mistake yesterday. The tripod that I thought came with it was actually not a tripod. It's actually a monopod. That was my bad. But monopods are pretty cool. That actually might help me for Weekly Blaze, because if this is actually going to be a problem, like I could just perhaps swap it out and be like, hey, we got a monopod that I could hold on to. I don't know if that'll work better or worse though. The one thing I might try and do is, because I don't know if it's like tripods, like the little hook that goes under the bottom of cameras. I don't know if that's universal with like every other tripod or if they're like just a one-time thing. Because if they're universal, what I'll do is I'll take the monopod thing, I'll screw it under the bottom of the camera and put it on my tripod. If that works, that's amazing. I'm gonna try it after this video. Well, after this clip. I'm not gonna record too much today. I just want to show you guys the camera. There's a ton of settings on this thing. You could do like 1080p in 60 frames, which is what I'm on. You do it in 30 frames, or you could do 24 frames with 4K. I know a lot of people were complaining about this camera with like the whole thing with, oh, you can't do 24 frames per second in 1080p, which I kind of think is stupid, but like, I don't care. I'm just going to keep this thing in 1080p, 60 frames per second. I have no reason to take it outside of that, so yeah. No reason for me to do that, but yeah. Overall, I gotta say this is really cool. I might get more lenses for this eventually as well. I don't know. I have more lenses in a case in my closet. You might be able to see. Actually, maybe I could use my handy little zoom function on this camera. Yeah, you probably can't see that in there, but whatever, it's fine. The zoom, it's not like a top tier zoom. I mean, there's zoom on the camera that I can mess with on like the actual picture settings, but like the zoom on the lens isn't like a top tier zoom. But I never once needed a top tier zoom. Like I don't need, like the other camera, that's probably cool. That had like a really good zoom. This one does have zoom. I'd have to look at the little bit of the touchscreen stuff on my camera to do that, but I don't know. It's fine. Also, funnily enough, this camera kind of reminds me of the camera that I used back in 2009. Like my camera that I never actually uploaded with. I recorded a lot with that camera. I actually, if you could see right over here. Actually, I don't want to point toward that. Give me a second here. Let's see if I could properly take one of these things. It's one of these little tapes. If you don't know, back in 2009, back in May actually, that was when I first took interest in YouTube in June. Probably a little bit more than a month where I was able to just record. I mean, it probably wasn't even a month to be honest. It was like a really short amount of time, but I recorded so much for YouTube and I didn't know how to do anything, and like my parents didn't really know how to do stuff because YouTube to them was very foreign. So I ended up just getting a webcam, and I never was able to upload any of those videos. Probably a good thing though, because I would have spammed so many videos, and it would have been really obnoxious. But like, you know what? That's fine. It's all good though. But like, just all the settings on that camera. I don't know. I used to have that camera in here. I don't know what happened to it. Like, it's weird. I think my dad must have took it at some point. I don't know what he did with it though, but. Yeah, that camera was really cool. But just all like the little settings on the top of this camera really reminded me of it. But yeah, this is my fourth major camera. If you did not know that, this is like the fourth camera that I'm using long term. Because that one was not, I don't count that one because I never uploaded with it, but my first one was a webcam, I believe it was like the Cyberlink UCam 3. It was pretty bad. It was like 240p. The frame rate, obviously not the best. It did its job, and I mean, for 2009-10 YouTube, it looked perfectly fine. I mean, not really, but like, back then, like, the quality was very low back then. Like, some bigger YouTubers you'd watch, and like 2009, when I first started, you get like 720p. And yes, by the way, back when I first started YouTube, the highest quality was 720p, and that was actually new. But now people use HD. Back then, there was a lot of 360, 480p, 240p was very common as well. But yeah, 1080p was not actually released for a few months after I started YouTube, which is crazy to think about, but yeah. But yeah, I used that camera from July 2009 up until April 2012 when I got a new camera. And the camera was kind of like an upgrade, sort of. It was the Cyberlink UCam 5. At first it was an upgrade because it was 360p, so it looked better. But unfortunately, the frame rate on it, I don't know what happened to that camera. It just like, all of a sudden, like after a couple months of using it, the frame rate went from like, I saw it was like probably 15 frames, to be honest. Went from like 15 frames to like 2 frames a second. I'm not exaggerating, it was really bad. Yeah, I actually have a rough time watching those old videos from 2012 because, or even early 2013, because they just look so bad. I don't want to watch them. I try and avoid rewatching those videos so much. Also, the lighting in here doesn't look that bad. It's fine, honestly. I'll press the white light, but like, I don't know. I feel like it looks okay, but I'll still try and mess with some settings and stuff. But yeah. And then, that was supposed to be a very long-term camera, but I ended up ditching it pretty quickly. Almost a year, though, that I used it, but like, I used it from April 2012 to March 2013, and I ditched it because in March 2013, I got my video camera, this one right here, that is chillin', my Sony Handycam HDR CX190. I used that from March 2013 all the way up until June 2019. 1080p, it looked good for a little while, and then like nighttime recording it didn't, and then I finally figured out like years later that, hey, there's a white balance on here. I need to figure out all the options on this camera quicker than that because I don't want it to be 2022 and I'm just figuring out that I could change some video setting on it and be like, hey, it looks better now. We don't need that. We're gonna try and figure stuff out very soon. But yeah, then the audio on the thing was like but then like after, like I'd say it was fine. Like it was until last year, and then it went to shit. And then yeah, that's why I really want a new camera. And then hey, here June 2019, finally got this new camera. It just looks so much better. Like I can't believe how good this camera looks in comparison to my old camera. It's like I never realized how different it was because like yes, like the day I recorded it, but just looking at it now, this just looks so much more crisp. It looks so good. I'm honestly so hyped that I got this camera. Such a good feeling. But I'm probably gonna go mess around with some settings on here. It's still pretty early. It's only 12:14, so yeah. But yeah, I want to go mess around with some settings on this thing. Anything else to say today? I don't think so. Nah, there's really nothing interesting. I guess I could update you guys on anime because I haven't mentioned anime. I've been watching anime like ridiculously slow because when I first got back into recording, I think I mentioned that I had just watched, well, recording Weekly Blazes. I just mentioned how I finished Monogatari recently, and then I was watching High School DxD Season 4. Like, pretty much right when summer started, I started to watch Prison School. We haven't gotten much farther than Prison School. The next thing I watched was Little Witch Academia, and after that, I started watching Rosario to Vampire, which I am still watching. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like once I get onto summer break, from then until rewatch season, it's always such a slow pace. And like, I'm finishing Rosario the Vampire tonight, but I'm gonna watch something else for like the next few days, and I'm probably just gonna end up watching it like ridiculously slow again. And then rewatch season happens next week, which is actually really hype. Actually, what is today? Today's the 21st now. Okay, so Friday the 21st. So that means in 6 days from today, I will be starting my rewatch season. So I'll give me 5 days. Yeah, that's fine. That's hopefully 4 episodes doesn't kill me, because apparently if I watch more than like 2 episodes, it's just a problem. I don't know what's up with me in anime recently. I don't know. I feel like there's always like this time period from summer break to rewatch season. Well, I guess the start of summer break, I should say, to rewatch season. It's just like such a slow pace. And then it kicks up, and then it's all good, and then it's fine. But then it just every time around this time of the year, it just dies. I don't know why. But anyways, I'm gonna go mess around with some settings now. So I'll see ya. Hopefully soon. I don't know. But yeah, this is my new camera. This is my first time recording Weekly Plays with a new camera. I recorded for quite a while. But I'm going to check out some settings, see if I can make this look any better. If not, I'll just buy a light or something. I don't know. This doesn't look that bad, though. It could be a lot worse. My camera work, though, it needs a little bit of work. I also need to figure out some stuff with the tripod. See if I could fix some of that stuff. But yeah, besides that, that's really all I have to say. So anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, it's still the same day. I just want to update you guys. I did figure out the white balance on this thing. This looks better, I think. I don't know. Let me know. If anyone's actually watching this video, just let me know in the comments. I don't know. I'll take a look at myself as well. I'll determine which I think looks better. At least for Weekly Blazes. The other one didn't look bad, but I don't know. I think for nighttime, is this one going to be better? Who knows? Let me check out Buster Excalibur again. Oh yeah, I gotta manually focus this guy. Still not there yet. I think that's good. Yeah, that looks a lot like my other camera, just updated to not have the fuzz in it. Yeah, I think that's better. I think, at least personally. Yeah. Yeah, that should be better. I don't know. I hope it looks better. But yeah, just a little update. I'm gonna go back to messing with some stuff, I guess. Figure that out, so that's good. The only thing I gotta do is the tripod thing, which I won't update you guys on that if I figure it out. But yeah, anyways, I guess I will go back to doing that stuff. And after I do that, it'll probably be like less than 5 minutes. I'm just go back downstairs and watch some anime or something. But yeah, so now for real, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Or, well, I don't know about tomorrow, but sometime soon. With every passing day, this bed gets more and more in disarray. I should really fix that. I don't know why I haven't, but anyway. It's now Sunday. It's at 1:49 a.m. You know, sometimes I just break the rules of Weekly Blaze for literally no reason. I don't know why I do, but it just happens sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's still almost Saturday. I mean, West Coast. It's still Saturday, so whatever. But you know, that's just how Weekly Blazes are. Sometimes they get into Sunday a little bit, but that's fine. Not really much today. I just want to talk a little bit. So. First, I bought a ton of stuff today. Like, I don't know why I bought so much stuff. I just did. Popped it up a little bit for no reason. So I got some Amiibo. I'm not going to show them because they're in the other room. I have to deal with closing that door. And I know you're probably saying, what's the problem with closing a door? That door just, with the gates, it doesn't like to close. And I always just get paranoid the gate's just going to fall because of how it closes. So, like, that door is just an issue. And I don't like dealing with it. So we're not going to go close it. But what I mean about, I got all of the champions from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so that's 4 Amiibo. Plus Ken, because they had Ken as well. So I bought 5 Amiibo. This is 2015, I guess. Like early 2015. I just said fuck it, I guess, and just went in. I don't know why. I got some more manga / light novel stuff here. First up on top, we got the next volume of Eramaga Sensei. So, that's cool. It's a bit of a controversial opinion here, but I actually liked the series quite a lot. Anyway, I also got another volume here of My Hero Academia. This is the 8th volume. I bought it because why not, honestly. Like, there's no issue with buying that. My Hero Academia... Okay, let me say this right now. My Hero Academia is hilariously overpopular. Or not overpopular. I just for some reason thought of overpopulated. It's hilariously overhyped. Some people just treat the series like it's like a god of a series. Like, this is like the best series ever. This is gonna go down with things like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and like Hunter x Hunter. It's not that good. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. I still think the series is good, but people treat it like it's like a godsend of a series. And then you have some people who just think it's absolute trash, and they're like, "This series is so stupid." You know, it's the people who are just trying to be like contrary to everyone. They just want to defy everyone. I suppose I don't get those people. I guess I could be like that sometimes. Like I tend to just go against popular opinion, but that's not me trying to just be different or a hipster or whatever. That's just how I am. Like Minecraft, for example. I've always liked Minecraft. When it was popular, I liked it. You know, people, well, before it was popular, I liked it. When it was popular, I liked it. When everyone started shitting on it, I liked it. And then now everyone's back to it, and I still like it. Like, it's just my opinions. They tend to go against other people, but they do agree sometimes. So I don't know. But some people like just hate it for no reason. I don't know. Other people really like it a lot, like for no reason. Like it's not that great. It's good though. It's good. But yeah, I do like to enjoy the series. I don't know why I had to go on a whole tangent there. Like I'm just showing a manga. I don't know why am I like this anyway. I also got some light novels. This might be a little bit harder to deal with, but I will do my best here. Okay, so got this here, Itachi Story, the Daylight thing. Funnily enough, like 2 years ago, alright, 2 years ago, I bought the midnight version of it, the second one. I'm just going to show the back of it because I don't have a free hand. I also got the Sasuke one here, but like, I don't know why, but I just bought that one, and that's not the first one. Daylight's the first one. I get to read them, but it took me like 2 years to get the second one, which I found really funny. Like, it took me over 2 years to actually buy the first one, so I can actually start reading those, because I kind of want to. I just never did. And then, right here, we got, let me put these down. But we got right here the second part of the Bakemonogatari series, so second volume of that. Really, really amazing franchise. My personal fifth favorite of all time. Not quite second, no. But yeah, my current top 5 is as follows. Number 5 is Monogatari, 4 is Toradora, 3 To Love Ru, 2 Chunibyo Denboku Gashitai, and of course number 1 is still The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. So yeah, by the way, rewatch season is coming up very soon. If you guys don't know what rewatch season is, it's the time of the year where I just rewatch everything for no goddamn reason except for that I want to. It's also kind of just how I watch things originally. Like, these are the same. I'm watching like the same way I watched them when I first saw them. I've been doing this for a while. 2013 was when I first watched The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. And then 2014 I did it again. So that was the start of that. In 2015 I did it again. But in 2015 I watched Chunibyo for the first time. So in 2016 that became part of my rewatch season. But then I watched a bunch of other new series that all became part of it. And now, since 2017, I've been just doing all of these series. Which, yeah, I don't know. But so first up, this actually starts next week, which is kind of crazy. But I'm really hyped up for it. Like, you don't understand how hyped I am. Because I really want to start rewatch season. Like, today is technically June 23rd, so in 4 days, that's it, just 4 more days until it starts, and I'm really, really hyped up for it. Yeah, it starts off with Love Live, typical stuff. You gotta start off with Love Live. So we do that, and then, after Love Live, gets to Chunibyo, and Chunibyo is like the biggest hype of all time. You don't know how excited I get to watch Chunibyo. And this time, boys, it is. Do I ever talk like I never talk like that? But it's time though, because there was actually a Chunibyo movie released in January of 2018. However, you see, there's a problem with that. Because it didn't get subbed until July 2018, not even 2 weeks after I finished my rewatch. I've held off on watching that movie for almost a year just so I could watch it in my rewatch season. But I swear I have a will of steel or something because sometimes I just think about it, like I could have watched that movie, but it's almost time. I'm almost able to watch it. First, Love Live. Love Live's always fun. It's a 5-day ordeal. First 2 days are season 1, the next 2 days are season 2, and the 5th day is the movie. And then we get to Chunibyo, and how Chunibyo is, it's 3 days. So I do season 1 all in one day. It's a big marathon. Day 2 is part of the first 5 episodes of season 2. And what usually happens is the next one is day 3 is usually the last 7 episodes of it. But this time it'll be that plus the movie, so it's kind of like another marathon. It's always very fun. And then after that, we get to other things like Haganai, Mayuchiki. Then of course we get to Haruhi after that, and that's always so hype. And then after Haruhi, we go to Oremo, and then we finish things off with Tolovru. And that usually takes us right into August. So pretty much I have like a little over a month of just rewatching a bunch of anime, and it's always really fun. One of my favorite things to do. So yeah. But anyways, not really much else to say this week. Next week, of course, is going to be really hype because I have all my rewatches and stuff. I should probably notify everyone who I sometimes call with and stuff. Anyone who I talk to sometimes, I gotta notify them and let them know, like, hey, I'm not available these days because I'm watching anime. It's like the most me thing to do, but like, yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but on June 21st, actually, so it was 2 nights ago, I hit 3 years on my anime streak. So I have now been watching anime for over 3 years consecutively. Every day for over 3 years now I've been watching anime, and it's just like, what am I? What am I doing at this point? I don't know. But I got off a whole tangent. I didn't even finish what I was talking about, because I said I got some stuff, and you probably saw them eventually at some point. I have a couple background chilling over here. Actually, before I get to those, I accidentally bought a second Aqua Scorpion. You see, it was in the Ultras, and so for me, I don't know why, I always have this curse of 3. For some reason, anytime I do something with 3s, like, sometimes it's okay, but like watching an anime over a 3-day span, that's fine. But like, if I buy something in 3s, obviously I bought 3 Bakugan, and there's always this curse of 3. For whatever reason, I wasn't paying attention that much. There's Aqua Scorpion in the by the Ultras. There are Chaos and Ventus Ultra Gorthions there. But I'm like, I have a Core Aquas. I should grab a Ultra Aquas. And I grab it, it's in the Ultra section. And I swear it was an Ultra. I swear it was an Ultra. It's because I was going to get 3 Bakugan. It messed with my brain. And it just somehow turned into a Core. And it just turned into a Core. Like, I didn't do it. It was an Ultra and I saw it, now it's a Core. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, it's some black magic that happened because I was getting 3 Bakugan. It's like, oh yeah, you're doing something with the number 3? Yeah, here, I'm transforming this Bakugan into the one that you already have, because fuck you. That's exactly what happened, and now I'm upset because I spent $7 on a Bakugan I already had. Not that big of a deal, it's only $7, so that is fine. But of course, what I want to show you, so I got 2 new Bakugan here. Both Ultras that I did not have. This one is a Darkest Fangs, or this thing looks like insane. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what this is going to look like. It looks like a mess. Not in a bad way, though. It just looks like there's so much stuff going on. I don't know what to do. But then there's this guy, which I have a little bit of a story about. This, here. Ultra Dragonoid. Looks pretty cool. But funny story. So I had my Gorthion that I didn't actually want, but I bought anyway. And then the Fangzor. Had both of those. I'm like, alright, check out, let's see, make sure there's nothing else. And I took a quick look. And so if you don't know, I'm actually like really, really tall. So if I were to put, okay, let me put in perspective, let me put my camera up to where my eyes are. This is about what I see right now. Might be overestimating a slight bit, I don't know, or under, I don't know. It's close, but this is about where I see personally. But, that's close, I think. It's about somewhere, maybe here-ish. So you can see I'm pretty tall, right? I don't know why I had to do a whole segment on that, but anyways. I look and I notice there's some stuff on the top, like the very, very top of the aisle, and I'm like, hey, what's that? And there's 2 things. First up, there's just some random, like, starter pack, like That was from like Wave 1. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Then there's an Ultra chilling there, and it was a Dragonoid Ultra. I'm like, hey, they didn't have any other of these. Cool, I can grab this. So I was looking at the Dragonoid Ultra, and it was really hype because I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And for whatever reason, I have vibes of like this one time I went to Walmart back in like June 2010. And I first found like Wave 2 of Daily Invaders. I don't know why, but like this certain scenario just gives me the same vibes as that. No reason why, just it does. But yeah, anyways, that was unnecessarily long today. I felt like talking because I haven't really talked to Weekly Blaze as much recently, so I wanted to talk a bit, I suppose. But yeah, I'm gonna go record those 2 videos so I could just have them done and over with. Not saying I don't like them, but I don't know. I just want to record them so I'm all good. And then I probably should do an Amiibo video at some point because I have like a ton of Amiibo just chilling in there in my other room. So like, should probably do a video on those fairly soon. I don't think there's anything else. So upcoming videos, I need to make some more weekly Blaze reviews plans because I don't have any at the moment, which is a problem. I said in the next week or so I was gonna do that, but I think I said that 2 weeks ago. But whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna probably before Wednesday, so I don't know what day it's gonna be. Might even be it's like the latest Tuesday night. Not probably tonight, but either tomorrow night or Monday night if needed. Tuesday night, I'm gonna sit down, think of some Blaze reviews ideas or just other skit ideas and write them down, and we'll have some fun with that. But yeah, that is all good and fun. Mondays, of course, are still Box Tech reviews, so that's all cool and whatnot. And then Fridays are going to be random videos. I already have, not this Friday, but next Friday's planned. I don't know what I'm going to do this Friday. Maybe I'll do the Amiibo video this Friday or something. Who knows, but next Friday will be my anime pickups for winter/spring of 2019. That should be a decent video. But yeah, and then unboxings, those 2, the 2 that I have over there, my Ultra Fangzor and Ultra Dragonoid, those will be up on Tuesday and Thursday of this week, so pretty soon I will be doing those. Also, this is something else I want to mention right before I go. I swear I'm talking way too much, but like, before I go, uploading has become a lot less obnoxious for me. Because before, here's my uploading process before. Let me give you a breakdown of how Weekly Blaze was because it was so obnoxious. Because here's part of the reason why I didn't upload is just because I hated dealing with this. It wasn't even that annoying. Like, I did stuff, but it was just, I didn't like it because I'm like, I swear this is just too slow. I had better methods before because like the Mac, for some reason, the Mac I had and like the SD card I had, they just didn't like each other, I guess. And like, it was really, really painful to just sit there and like you have to sit there and so you click on the video. The menus were awful because like the menus didn't like just scroll downward, and like it took like sometimes it took like up to like 2 minutes for them to like work, and it's not like a computer, it's just for some reason like the SD card and Macs, they just don't like each other, I swear. My previous one was like that too, but I don't think I got 2 duds in a row, so whatever. Anyway, so I try and do this. So I'd click on the video, the menu pop up, takes forever, and then it works, and then you click on the video that you want, but then you have to load the video. So what you did is you had to export the video, and then you'd export it. It would load for like a while, depending on how long the video was. It could take like up to like 15 minutes. It was like a really long like Weekly Blaze clip or something. So you have to do that. Then you get it. So for most videos that was fine. I just put them I just took them out, exported them. All right, that's that. But for Weekly Blaze, I'm going to take all of them out, wait for every clip, and then you have to do the merge. So when you have to merge videos, you have to like put all the clips together, which is fine. But then you have to wait for that to load. That took even longer. Weekly Blazes took like an eternity. Not really, they were like 20 minutes or less, but still. Like the whole process was just really annoying to deal with. Like I could do stuff, but I couldn't like get into anything because like it wasn't long enough for me to like watch anime, but it wasn't short enough for me to like just sit there and wait for it to be done. Like it was really, really annoying to do that process. But with this camera, the SD card works a lot better. So I still have to deal with like the merge thing, where I have to merge the clips together, which is fine, that's how it should be. But I no longer have to like export everything. They just show up. Like I don't have to export the files into the Mac. they just show up from the SD card. So now I upload things straight off the SD card, no more having to export files. Also, I can, for Weekly Blaze, I just click on the clip, and then I could just, click on the clip, and then after that, the little menu thing pops up, and then from there, I could just merge all the clips, and then it has to load, but it's so much easier. It's just a lot nicer. I like it a lot more. So hopefully that actually might motivate me to upload more, because it's like not as annoying anymore to deal with. But we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm talking a lot. I need to stop. I need to just do these Bakugan videos and like call it a day. Yeah, I've been recording for over 18 minutes. Fuck, I meant to record for like 5. Or like 6 or 7 or so. I'm supposed to record for under 10 minutes, but I guess I had a lot of things to say. That's fine. It happens sometimes. But yeah, that's really going to be about it for me today. I suppose. So anyways, well, that's that. So I guess I'll see you next week. So thanks for watching, and bye.